Hello and welcome to episode 1 of Max Mod Survival Let's Play. We have most of the mods done by Direwolf in his season 4 Let's Play. Now I have had a bit of a problem initially, technical reasons, so the first half hour of my recording was completely wiped out. However, pretty much all I did in the first half hour was basic look around and all the really basically boring crap that you normally get put through during the first half hour of any Let's Play where you're punching trees. So, come back in around about the time I had just started exploring after the first night of mining, and we shall allow the train just to load in for a minute. As I said, I'm using Direplay's collection of mod that Direplays uses. That in his Let's Play, I have taken out doggy talents, and I'm sure I will be adding one or two other ones in that don't affect the general loadout of the mod, the world generation, sorry. And as you can see, it's starting to get dark. Right in front of me here is where I'm thinking of setting up a first house or permanent house, or either or, depending on what I eventually choose. Whether I choose to expand and make more, or no, I need to get back. As you can see in front of me, there's a jungle. At the moment, I've just set up a usual Minecraft little hidey hole in the middle of nowhere, and I hope I can remember exactly where I put my little base. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Follow the non-normal trees enough. Oh dear, this could be interesting. Getting dark and I can't find the initial house I made. Nope. I take that back, I found it. Thank God for that. Alright, as you can see, not seeing any sheep, so quite stuck. But this is all I've gathered so far, material-wise. Some eggs there. I also have 28 iron being formed there. Now the best find I've had so far, to get an iron pickaxe, I'll be able to do more with it. Oh, it was just cold up there, wasn't it? Is these lovely 2 bits here. Yes, I found 2 uranium ore deposits right next to each other. And as we can see, got the first 24 bits there, and just cook up the last 4 bits there. I know it's a waste, but what was that? Oh yes, the new iron nuggets as part of one of the mods. I'm not 100% sure which mod it's a part of, so you have to forgive me for that. I will put a link in the description for the Direwolf pack, and we'll put which mods I'm not using out of his, but I think it is literally just doggy talents. Apart from that, I shall be so I've got all the usual, so it's forestry, industrial craft, build craft, additional pipes, teleport pipes. God, I'm English and I can't even speak English. Not a good start. I've also got compact solars, equivalent exchange, and I will be using equivalent exchange. I'm not going to be hiding behind it as such. Not that one can really particularly hide behind it, but I'm not gonna not use it. I mean, I may just keep it for like emergencies, say like I've run out of diamonds or something else. But apart from that, There's also Steve's Carts, Railcraft, a couple of others really cool ones to add in. There's Thorncraft, as you can see from the Thorncraft crystals here. I'm going to do a little bit more mining overnight. Ugh. Noobish mistakes already. Let's see if I can find a few more areas to mine down there while hiding from the scary monsters at night that just want to come and kick my teeth in. And apart from that, it's pretty damn boring. But as I said, I lost the first half hour where I dug this really stupidly long feck off tunnel down below. Very noobish mistakes, not lighting up. Alright, so let's have a look how far down we are. One thing I am is I'm stupidly overcautious with my torches. Where are we? Layer 12. I do have Optifind, as you might have just seen in there, so Void Fog is not going to be a bloody issue because I hate Void Fog with a passion. Don't get me wrong, for some maps, some of Vex's CTM maps are much better when you have... Oh, would you look at that? Now that is what I call lucky bloody find. Ho ho ho! Is this 6? I do believe it is 6. Six diamonds on the first part of the first branch mine. There's very much a cave around that area, I would have thought. Second time I've heard that noise around about that area. So can go exploring that layer afterwards. But now I do believe it's time to grab the old iron pickaxe, which I don't know why I didn't take it with me in the first place. So I'll leave that there. And go get my first 6 diamonds. And the first reaction from most people with diamonds is to waste them in a diamond pickaxe. But no. What with all the mods and industrial craft and build craft and everything like that, there are some much... yeah, no, that's kind of pointless. But there are some much better uses for diamonds. Oh, now that is what you call a good find on only your second Minecraft day. It's like this is going to be a very good series. Diamonds on my first part of the first tunnel that I dig. Let's just carry on branch mining for a little bit. Kind of worried that I've not run into any ruby sapphires or... aha, redstone, another very important piece. Anyone watching this is probably screaming at me going, you need to dig around, you need to dig around, because there's normally more gems and stuff. And I will go back and I will do that in a few minutes. All I can say is, for now, just want to grab this redstone. And there's more. Sweet, okay. Redstone is important. Okay, as you can see, I've already... Oh shit. No, I don't want to be using my iron pickaxe, but I don't have any more iron at the moment. I'll stick out a little bit. Let's say it would normally be around here if it was. Nope, looks like it's going to be one of those red deposits that isn't covered or touching anything else. Okay. Oh, that would be a good one for monsters spawning. Okay. Let us proceed. Slightly lower. I know. Aha! Now, as you might have seen them from my chest, but this time I'll show you as I dig it out. As you can see here, this is copper ore, which is used for various bits in both red power and industrial craft. Biggest use is for wires, for making machines and laying bits and pieces out, etc, etc, etc. More coal, always important. Another nice resource is going to be, which one? This is silver ore. This is part of red power to get some of the dedicated red power cables, but I shall get to that as and when. And the biggest problem with this, more red power stuff. Convenient inventory is installed, as per the usual, as you can tell by the little ellipses and the stone pickaxe. I also do have not enough items installed, but it is, as you can see in, that it's in recipe mode, not in anything else. So I'm keeping that hidden until as and when I might actually need it. Because I do have the moment where I kind of just scratch my head and go, what the fuck was that recipe again? Now this is a very nice little gem that you are going to need absolute tons of. It's called Nicolite ore. But I might have only ever seen one or two British people play this, so I have no idea if I'm actually pronouncing any of this right. But Nicolite seems pretty standard way of, I would have thought of saying it. Let's get the rest out. You do need an iron pickaxe for that. Carry on mining this boring coal. Now, the aim of this is, although I am using Direwolf's, pretty much most of the mods in Direwolf's pack, I am going to try to not copy much, if anything, of what Direwolf actually does in his series, but there are bits and pieces, like, I don't, particularly personally, I think they look pretty cool for the stuff Direwolf does, but I'm not, I would say personally, I would be sitting there building 9x9s till the cows come home. I may, later on, build something like a shrine or something for Direwolf as a big influence on this particular series, but apart from that, there will be no 9x9 buildings. Plenty of coal. Down, alright, come back for that in a minute. I think everyone's seen coal a billion times before, and it's comes into its own in this, it really does, with all these new mods. And more coal. Place a torch, and keep digging. I don't want to go too far, but I do hear running water. And a cave means I'm hoping that this might actually be. Aha! Hoping this here is a ruby. It is one of the gems used in Red Power. Now, Elaram, maker of Red Power 2, decided to do something very clever that we're making her mod. Is she added absolutely everything terrain that would be generated normally in the terrain. So all the gems, all the ores, absolutely everything like that, straight away. First thing she added into it. Then as each patch comes out, she adds functionalities for them. So at the moment, the most things that these can be used for are hand saws, which used for the micro blocks part of the mod, which very important for keeping stuff separate, and you'll see what I mean when we get to it. And for making tools, so standard copies of all the basic vanilla tools, so pickaxes, axes, shovels, etc. They only have 500 uses, but they're as fast as diamonds and can pick up everything from the diamonds can except for obsidian. So they only have a third of the durability, but they're just as quick. So think of them as upgraded and much prettier versions of the gold tools, I would say. And speaking of gold, this is an absolute treasure trove down here today. I can safely say I've never started a Minecraft map, even one with all these mods installed, and would have to say I've been mucking around with them for a little while now. I have never before started off in an area that's basically teeming with resources like that. I'm going to be having gotta love a good amount of redstone. Plenty more nickelite. Oh, well, okay. Be careful there. Digging up like a noob. Alright. Oh, this from branch mining, not single. Alright, this is where the gold was, wasn't it? Haha. This is what I need. A little bit more iron. So from now on, I'm going to be sticking to stone tools and then transferring up to ruby pickaxe. Cinnabar. This is cinnabar ore. It is part of Thorncraft 2. It's another very tasty mod that got installed. I think I've already said that. It produces quicksilver. I'm not 100% sure what quicksilver does as of yet. Thorncraft 2 is probably, besides Steve's cart, I think Thorncraft 2 is the one mod on here that I've really not done too much with. But this is meant to be quite rare, and I've just found two very close to each other. Let's have just a quick expand of this. Nothing here. Okay. Let's see where all this water's coming from. Whoa! Shite. Well, I think I found where the water's coming from. And I'm hoping this is what I think it is. And if it is, the back end of a cave. Sweet. Aha, nice little isolated cave just at the bottom here. Filled with some goodies, so let's just quickly strip this area out. Got some tin as well. Good, it's used in thingy-bobby. Aha! Now we've come across the creme de la creme of items that have yet to be added a functionality in red power. But if you've got equivalent exchange installed, my god is this valuable. Let's see. 2 bits. Okay, these are meant to be significantly rarer than diamonds. I've just found 2 very close to each other. I have the inventory space, yep. A veritable treasure trove down here. And some obsidian. Now after I've done this, I am going to need to explore the surface because I'm going to need to find rubber trees. I am going to need to find rubber trees. They are a speciality item from Industrial Craft, and they add rubber for insulation. Don't tell me this is my lucky day. I've just found 3 bits of tungsten ore. They are worth so much EMC, which is the equivalent exchange energy value. Not 100% sure what EMC stands for. I'm sure it's probably on the wiki somewhere. Some more Thorncraft crystals. They do give off light, so I'm going to need to replace that there. Alright. Oh, bit of lag. See, even with all these mods installed, having a really good computer can sometimes mean crapple. Aha. So we are very much at the lava layup. Right, we'll cover that up. At least I know where to come to get some obsidian when I need it. I think it's time to head up in a minute. Make sure I've cleared this place out. Okay. I think it's now time to head back to the surface. Coal. Okay. Oh, I chose the right thing. See those 6 diamonds? Make that another 8. What can I say? My lucky day or my lucky day? As far as I'm aware, EMC values for equivalent exchange, basically for all the vanilla items, and there are several mod items that are compatible with it as well. We'll discover them as and when we're going along. Diamonds are worth, so for example, cobblestone, stone, basic stuff, dirt, glass, sand, etc, 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 all worth 1 EMC value. Basically the EMC value increases for how proportionally, I think it's proportionally anyway, for how rare a particular item is. So iron's 256, fairly common. Coal 64. I'll come back for the coal later. We've also got getting tongue-tied. Gold is 2,000 and I think it's 96 or 42. 42, 42 I think. Don't quote me on that. Not 100% sure. And then diamond is 8,192. Now tungsten is 16,000. So each piece of tungsten is worth 2 diamonds. when it comes to transmuting. So it's the equivalent of, you're going to have both science with like industry stuff and science, and also with a nice mixture of magic. Right, so I need to put, as you can see, already having inventory problems. Safely say that was a good hole. Okay. Cinnabar ore. Put that down. Alright. That's a wisp, and I can hear something moving around up there. Always freaks me out, that. Alright. So, I'll get the iron ore onto cooking. And I think for today I'm going to be leaving it there. So we've done our first night. We've got a massive haul of diamonds, a nice amount of redstone, some gold, nice amount of tin, nice amount of copper. Even got some rare stuff with the tungsten, some rare cinnabar, some lapis, and of course a nice iron pickaxe and a full suit of iron armour. Explored a bit of surroundings and getting ready to create our, go out for a nice explore and see what we can find later on. So I'll see you all next time.